good evening, and welcome to the Columbia Main Street Christmas Parade in downtown Columbia on CPWS PowerNet 13. I'm Ty Cobb.
I'm Dan Jaynes, welcoming you into Santas Everywhere. Christy Martin and her crew with Columbia Main Street do a fantastic job every single year putting together one of the best Christmas parades you're going to find in Middle Tennessee. Tonight is going to be no exception. 85 entries in our parade tonight. Last year we had 70 entries. Tonight we have 85, bigger and better for 2013.
And Dan, it's a cool night in the air, and there's Santas everywhere.
Yes, they are. As a matter of fact, you have on your Santa hat. I have my Santa hat. Ross Jaynes has his Santa hat. Quan McFall has his Santa hat, but Hannah Miller does not have her Santa hat on.
Well, we're going to have to work on that for next year.
That's true. We got to get her a Santa hat. But all the folks that you know that are co-hosts of Maury County Now, they're right here, with the exception of who's not here tonight.
Jonathan Hickerson.
He's not here, and Adam Southern is not here tonight.
Adam Southern, and he's somewhere on the parade route. I can guarantee you.
I'm sure he is.
Well, the sirens are in the air, and you can hear the parade in the distance, and it's about time to kick off the Christmas season for 2013. So let's get this thing started.
As you know, the Columbia Police Department is always the ones out front, along with the Tennessee Highway Patrol, that bring you the very start of all of our Christmas parades, our Mule Day parades, any kind of events we have downtown. They love their blue lights and their sirens.
Yes, they do. And the Maury County Sheriff's Department, along with the Columbia Police Department, leading the procession down, and we're ready for the Christmas parade.
Absolutely. Sheriff's Department always does a great job. Of course, we'll have representation from, like I said, the Tennessee Highway Patrol. Also have representation. If you look down the parade route at some point, you're going to see the Columbia Fire Department, of which you are a part of, Captain Cobb. And you'll see that they have their ladder truck. Well, it's all decked out in that. And I've noticed a lot of new ladder trucks have the fluorescent lighting. What is that all about?
Well, it's a safety issue, too, to help see as you're climbing the ladder. But, we have some very good equipment here in Columbia, in the city of Columbia, thanks to our mayor and council. And that is a fine piece of apparatus that is over $1 million spent by council to purchase and keep the community safe.
And very well worth the money that we spend in our taxpayer dollars. One of the things that Chief Bergeron wanted you to point out, too, what about fire alarms and fire detectors?
The importance. Santa stopped by the fire station before coming here to talk with Chief Bergeron and myself, and he was encouraging everybody to check their smoke detectors twice a year.
And usually the best time to do that is spring forward, fall back.
That's correct. And, we encourage to check them more than just twice a year. If you can, check them monthly. So that is something that was fresh on Santa's mind as he visited the firefighters earlier tonight before the parade got started.
And Columbia Fire Department doing a fantastic job, as they do every single day. You don't think about those guys until you need them, but when they go to work, they go to work. We appreciate that.
Takes a lot of hard work, and you have to be in tremendous shape. And the guys and girls work 365 days a year to make sure they keep Columbia and Maury County safe.
Right, they sure do. And that not only includes the Columbia Fire Department, also the Maury County Fire Department as well, which we do have some members who interact between each other.
That's correct. They work both places.
Right.
And don't forget, I see the Maury Regional EMS, and there's Sheriff Enoch George here tonight leading the parade.
Now, why is he riding instead of not walking? Usually he walks in a parade. Is he getting at the age where the walking thing is kind of catching up with him?
I don't know. I'm not going to comment on that. I think he looks good in his ride tonight.
Hey, just thought I'd ask. Just thought I would ask. Kicking us off in our parade, the Knights of Columbus, the Color Guard, as they always do. Whether it's a Mule Day parade or a Christmas parade, the Santas Everywhere parade, we have the Knights of Columbus. And also in the background, Ty, I do hear a band coming. We'll find out about that here in just a second.
Yes, we will. That is the E.A. Cox Middle School Marching Band.
And we have our Lion from Columbia Central High School. There's Major Don Geving of the Columbia Junior ROTC.
Major Geving does a great job with our youth at Columbia Central High School. He's been in charge of that program for many years, and I know he's a friend of yours and mine, and we appreciate all he does, and that's a great group of young men and women.
It is. And they've been cranking it out for several years now under the tutelage of Don Geving and Master Chief, and they always do a fantastic job, and we appreciate all of their efforts. And the great thing is, they know they're left, they know they're right.
It looks, and you know, Dan, it looks like this year it's a lot more students in the
yeah, it
ROTC.
really does. Also followed by Miss Tootsie Roll. Check out the legs on this Tootsie Roll.
Miss Tootsie Roll, and I think I see Steve Kahns with the Tootsie Roll this year.
If you don't see Steve Kahns here, you're going to find him in front of Walmart or some other place. But
and he'll be handing out Tootsie Rolls too.
That's exactly right. There's Steve. Yeah, hey, big wave, Steve. Big wave, buddy. Appreciate it.
Save us some Tootsie Rolls, Steve. How you doing?
Soulful country crooner Mackie Kaler and his band, the Swanky South Players, which were named the last performance at the Puckett's downtown, will bring Mackie's Swanky Little Christmas to Puckett's in downtown Columbia by a request. That is coming up on Friday, December 13th. That's right, folks. Friday the 13th, starting at 8 o'clock. Relive Christmas past with sentimental and fun favorites, as well as a few of Mackie's own nationally acclaimed Christmas songs. Make sure you check that out. It's going to be Mackie Kaler and Mackie's Swanky Little Christmas at Puckett's coming up on Friday, December 13th, starting at 8 p.m.
Mackie is the man.
He is the man. Matter of fact, he and his lovely wife and daughter standing over here next to us. We were going to get him in the background, but he refused to show up.
That's all right. We'll put him on TV sometime.
I'm going to tell you what, he's one of the best vocalists I've heard in years, and does a great job with his band.
Now you can hear him, the E.A. Cox Middle School Marching Band.
Nothing like a good marching band in a Christmas parade. They'll be coming into view here shortly.
This is where we let them take the mic.
That's exactly right. We'll be featuring some music from, ladies and gentlemen, now featuring the E.A. Cox Middle School Marching Band. And that's going to be followed by the Muletown Trolley. You see these guys all over town, all the way up in Spring Hill, all the way down to Mount Pleasant, and in Columbia, the Muletown Trolley.
Muletown Trolley. You can make a call to find out more about the Muletown Trolley at 388-9595.
That's an easy number to remember.
It is. And, you know, they, like you said, they make several stops starting Mount Pleasant, Columbia, Spring Hill. And if you haven't made that ride, check it out. It's a fun time. I think it costs $1 to ride. So.
And that is followed by the Marine Corps League with the Toys for Tots. Marine Corps has for years and years and years done yeoman work when it comes to Toys for Tots, and we appreciate our military.
Who we have next, Dan?
It's going to be the YMCA School Aid Services. And someone is either singing live or recorded, not sure which one.
And with them, behind them, is the Columbia Children's Museum on West 7th Street.
Yep.
They've got some loud music going.
Yeah, they do. And I'm not singing.
Good thing.
Which is a very good thing, believe me. And, of course, our theme for this year's Main Street Christmas Parade, Santa's Everywhere, which is why we're donning our
Santa hats.
Our Santa hats, and you'll see a whole lot of Santa hats. It's going to be coming up. As a matter of fact, here in just a moment, we're going to be able to see the
Riverside Choir.
Well, is it the Riverside Elementary Choir?
They should be next.
Okay.
And that is Save the Duck Rally. Santa loves the duck.
Yeah. Save the duck.
Save the duck. And they're talking about the Duck River with issues going on with
the land, with the proposed landfill, which we're not really sure where that issue is right now. But there's a big group of folks out there who are totally against the landfill coming into Murray County. But
that is a nice float.
It is a nice float. There are some folks who spend a lot of time on some of these floats.
Let's see, next is Center for Autism.
That could possibly be it.
Merry Christmas. Nice American sleigh there. A little different. I like that. And
very
several
pretty.
Santas on that float.
Well, there are Santas everywhere, Ty.
Santas everywhere. That's right. It's a cool night, and Santas are everywhere.
And we'd like to see who this one is. By the way, Bobby Sands, one of our judges for tonight, Judge Bobby Sands. And we've had several judges for all the floats and entries that are in this year's Santa's Everywhere Main Street Christmas Parade.
And that will be a tough job tonight because I was walking earlier looking at the parade route, and there are a lot of good floats. A lot of people worked hard, spent a lot of time, 3 or 4 days, setting up, getting ready for the Christmas parade. So I'm glad he's got that job and not me.
Oh, yeah. That way people can point fingers at him and not us.
Unity for the Community is next.
Wow. Check out this snowman. There we go.
That is Frosty.
Yep.
You noticed how the weather seemed like the last 30 minutes has really gotten cooler.
Yes, it has. Gotten so much cooler. That is still unity in the community as they're marching on by. 2013 Christmas Parade, Santa's Everywhere, being brought to you on PowerNet 13. There's Brent Cooper for District Attorney.
Brent's got his family with him tonight, and there's another Santa on a Harley.
Yep.
Faith Riders at Pleasant Heights Baptist Church.
Now, if Santa would like, he can drop that Harley off over at my house in Riverside. I'd appreciate that very, very much.
That would be a great gift.
Even the three-wheeler that you're seeing right now would be a great gift, too.
Just don't think Carolyn would be happy.
Well, the thing about it is I could probably get her to ride a Can-Am, but I will not be able to get her to ride a Harley.
She probably wants you to stick with that Chevy truck.
More than likely.
Several Harleys in the parade tonight.
Beautiful three-wheeler right there. Now, this has got a wild, wild scheme to it.
This is new, and I like this nice setup. Again, this is the Faith Riders with Pleasant Heights Baptist Church here in Columbia. And should have next coming up Precision Dance and Studio, but I think they're just a little bit behind. We've got some time here, Dan.
Yeah, I'd like to would like to say that the Veterinary Wellness Clinic of Columbia wants to remind you to get those Christmas puppies to the veterinarian right away. Vaccines and flea prevention protect the entire family. So make sure you call 931-548-2523. That's 931-548-2523 and get those vaccinations for your puppies.
Let's go to Ross Jaynes on the street. He's got a special
All right,
guest.
I'm out here with Christy Martin. Christy. Mike's coming in? Okay, good. All right. Sitting here with Christy Martin. Tell us a little bit about this year's parade.
Well, this is the 27th annual Main Street Christmas Parade, and the theme for this year is Santa's Everywhere, and you're going to see hundreds, maybe thousands of Santa Clauses. How about it?
Fantastic. And we got Precision Dance behind us right now.
Lots of good cheer.
Definitely.
Ross, I think Precision Dance is about to dance on top of you.
Ross, show your
That's the way it
Christmas.
looks.
Ross, we want you to show your Christmas spirit and get in the dance mood with them.
No, thank you. I think I'll pass on that one.
He won't even dance with Christy. What are you talking about, man? They walked off camera.
Yeah, that got Ross off the street real quick.
Also want to give a big shout out for Emily Watson for Precision Dance Studio.
Right.
Emily works hard over at the dance studio to help our young people learn some dance. So.
Well, I guarantee you, Emily works hard, but I guarantee you those little dancers work hard too.
And they're staying warm tonight, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, they are. They are.
Should have next the Columbia Academy Band.
Well,
but I don't hear them.
I hear them somewhere, but I'm not sure if they're out of place right now because I'm not sure who this belongs to right here. No, that is a Columbia Academy Band. I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And that'll be followed by the Hanaway Street Church of God. I'm sorry, correction, Hanaway Street Original Church of God.
This year I've seen a lot of different floats,
Right.
just different styles.
And from over in my neck of the woods, the Riverside United Methodist Church, where Ross Jaynes and his bride were married.
How long's that been? 4 years?
Going on 4 years. Seems like only yesterday. He may disagree with that, and she might also, but it just seems like only yesterday.
What's next, Dan?
Well, now you caught me off guard there, my friend. I think it's St. Luke United Methodist Church, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't get a chance to see their sign, but I believe it is. Another big, a lot of big floats. A lot of work gone in a lot of these big floats for tonight.
Yes, this is the Highland Park Baptist Church,
Okay.
along with the Westminster Presbyterian Church here in Columbia.
Okay. So they combined.
Cindy Sims and Kim Elliott
Okay.
leading the float there. And then after that, we have the Word of Life Ministry.
Right.
Pastor Gray, who did so much for our youth here in Murray County up until his passing, is now under direction of his wife, and they continue to promote and work hard for our young people here in Columbia with the Word of Life Ministry.
And my understanding is that that's going to be followed by the fine folks at the Almena Shrine. As they say, they've got clowns and golf carts and dune buggies.
They have a wide variety. I'll put it like that because I've
Yes,
seen
they
them
do. Yes, they do.
participate in the parade every year.
And I remember for years and years and years in the parade, you had the Almena Shrine motorcycle riders.
Revving them motors up.
Oh, yeah.
After that should be the Chapter Z Muletown Wings.
It is.
And it's, this is a test here when you have all the motorcycles and Harleys here together,
Yeah.
figuring out who's who. Good test for you. Maybe we can get Ross out there to check it out for us on Ground Zero.
I mean, really, really decked out motorbikes, three-wheelers carrying little trailers on the back, and Santa's everywhere, friends. Now, there's a big bike. There's a big
Nice
three-wheeler right there. Here comes another one, too. And you can't have a Christmas parade without having the 40 and 8 train. I remember back when I was in Boy Scouts that we would get on the 40 and 8 train at Riverside School, and we'd come and be in the Christmas parade as Boy Scouts on the 40 and 8 train.
I think I know who's driving that train, and that's James Patterson, our Veteran Service Officer,
Okay.
here on West 7th Street.
And the Poppy Queen for 2013, Lily Catherine Baker. American Legion Post 19. That's a very, very famous 40 and 8 train right there, my friends.
James Patterson does a lot for our veterans, and we want to thank them
Yes, we do.
for all they've done for our country and giving us the freedom to celebrate Christmas.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, I'd like to thank all of our servicemen for doing what they do. We can't do what we do without them doing what they did. So we thank you so much for all that you've done and all that you do to protect our country.
I see the Mule Day Queen, Corbin Henson, for 2013.
And I'll bet you Corbin's a little bit chilly.
Chilly tonight. I say the heater's cranked up in the.
Yeah, but I'd say that in a
She looks like she's having fun.
yeah, but in a convertible, it's not going to do you a whole lot of good.
Followed by Colby Fritz, which is fairest of the fair.
And for the last couple of years, the Knights of Columbus and have taken over. Actually, that group of folks have taken over the Murray County Fair and have done a fantastic job. Malaya Amos, Murray County Fair. Santa's driving a truck.
This is a time where we have all the Girl Scouts listed. Troop 2126,
Santa is driving a Silverado,
a nice Silverado,
a very nice Silverado.
followed by Girl Scout Troop 137.
And that's Girl Scout Troop 2126. And this is where we get a lot of our Girl Scout and Boy Scout troops. They kind of bunch them all together to where everybody gets to be together as far as the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts go.
But I can tell you, they've all worked hard on their floats. Very nice Christmas spirit.
Girl Scout Troop
Scouts
137.
Worked hard this year,
Absolutely.
as they always do. That should be followed by Girl Scout Troop 541 with their shakers.
All right.
Merry Christmas.
And then we'll have Girl Scout Troop 689 following up.
And here comes the Santa Express on the Columbia Academy bus. Troop 1448 is riding that bus, Girl Scouts.
Now, that's the way to go in a parade, my friends.
They're riding in style,
That's exactly right.
and the heater's working.
The Santa Express, yes, Santa Express heater is working fine. Thank you.
Then we have Girl Scout Troop 1024, along with,
Pack 105.
and then Troop 1633, all riding on the Santa's Everywhere Christmas light float.
Right.
They're snuggled up warm all together, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Then we have Jim Tracy for Congress.
Out of Bedford County. He is from Shelbyville.
That seat has half of Murray County for the congressional race, and then
Right.
Marsha Blackburn has the other half of Murray County. That should be followed by Keith Baker Homes. Everyone knows Keith Baker here in Murray County, and
Keith
especially in
Baker
Columbia.
Homes and Heritage Funeral Home all really combined together because Keith owns them both, and so that is Keith Baker Homes right there. That's like a and this is the Great Radio Flyer
This-
wagon. I love this thing. This is fantastic.
That is the biggest wagon I've seen.
And that is Boy Scout Troop. Appreciate the folks who put their numbers on the side of their floats so we can kind of pick them out of the crowd. Makes it a little bit easier for us to do so. And that way we can give you a little bit more recognition.
That is
Well,
Khalil.
there is Jonathan Hickerson. Yeah.
There he is.
There he is. I told you he was on the parade route. He's riding with Girl Scout Troop 1424.
You can't mistake that voice
You know
anywhere. You know when Jonathan Hickerson's in the house. Culleoka Cub Scouts, Pack 166.
Sporting their reindeer antlers.
And that'll be followed by Girl Scout Troop number 1291.
I hear the Whitthorne Middle School marching band in the distance. The bands always do a great job and make the Christmas parade just special.
They do. And we'll have them on camera here shortly. They're marching their way up the street. As a matter of fact, the Whitthorne Middle School Band is under the direction of Cord Martin, probably one of the best saxophone players to ever come through Columbia Central High School. Ladies and gentlemen, the Whitthorne Middle School Marching Band.
I see Keith Baker.
Yep, Keith Baker. Keith Baker home, or actually a Heritage Funeral Home with their
Tombstone hearse.
Tombstone hearse and their Harley Davidson. Very unique for this area.
This might be my favorite ride of the night.
Yep, that's an old T-Bird, about a 1950.
60.
I want to say 56.
You're close. The information I have is 1960, so
I'm close.
You're 4 years off.
Hey, I'm
but
not bad, man.
I'll give you credit for that one.
Thank
then
you.
we have the Yip Yap Pet Salon. That is Keith Baker's daughter-in-law, and the Yip Yap place you can go locally to have your pet groomed, taken care of. They're decked out in green tonight with the reindeer.
And the Yip Yap car wrap.
That's the first time I've seen the Yip Yap car. I like it.
Like that. Pretty cool. And here's Puckett's Trolley. Barbecue. Get real, be mobile. Puckett's, one of the best places to eat in downtown Columbia. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, check Puckett's out at www.puckettsgrocery.com. Next we have Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. 380-0800.
That's going to be followed by a big old tractor from Columbia, Kubota.
Now, you can have the Harley. I want the tractor.
You got a great big
I could
40
use the
acres
tractor.
now that you've got to work with. You could use that tractor right there.
And if you're ready to get fit for the Christmas season, here's Game Time Sports.
There you go. Boy, what a nice facility they have out there off of near the
That would
election
be a
commission.
good Christmas gift for somebody
Yeah.
to get in shape.
It would be.
A lot of people go to Game Time. And great facility right here in Columbia off James Kimball Boulevard.
As a matter of
Near the
fact,
Murray
right
County
across from
Election
the
Commission. Yep.
right across from the election commission on.
Just over by the helipad. That's
That's the best way to put it.
Behind the
Because I
hospital.
can't remember. I cannot remember it to save my life right now. Many times I've been over there. Merry Christmas from H&R Block. H&R Block, we'd like to remind you, tax season's just around the corner, my friends.
Yes, it is. And I see Ben Luna, weatherman for 97.5 WLX. They're also on 100.7 FM in Columbia and then 98.7. Ben does a good job.
They're everywhere. They're everywhere.
He's a weatherman. And he picked a good weather night tonight.
He did. The CMA Knights for Christ.
On the Polar Bear Run float.
Santa hats. I will say there's not anyone lack for dress tonight on their motorcycles. Kona Ice.
KonaIce.com. Then we have the other tax service.
Liberty Tax Service. Also reminding you the tax season is just around the corner.
Then Painting with a Twist.
Yep.
Float number 60. Santa's riding on Painting with a Twist float.
We would like to remind you and give you a disclaimer that the Santas that you see prior to the original Santa are not the Santa.
That's
That
right.
the Santa is at the end of the parade.
Just went by
The
Reed's
rest of them were
Pest
just-
Control.
Filling in.
And then we have Mike's Towing. Hopefully nobody will have a fender bender, but if you do, Mike's is ready.
Oh, he'll slide those things right off of there and he'll
will.
load you right up.
446-2869.
There you go.
Do you need Mike?
Mike's Towing. The folks from Reed's Pest Control should be coming into your picture here shortly.
They just went by.
Did they? Did I miss them? Sorry. How about Right Care Incorporated?
It's the first mistake you made in your life. isn't it?
No. Oh, no. That is Right Care. And they should be followed by the Sears Hometown Store with John Pointer, who's the new owner of the Sears Hometown Store. And he did invite, a matter of fact, some members of I believe they're the C's from the Middle Tennessee football, the Bulldogs, Murray County Youth
Murray County
Football
Bulldogs
are supposed to be on his float. I'm sorry. I'll get it right. I've been a volunteer for them all season long, and I can't even pronounce their name. Murray
Young.
County Youth Football, Manuel Young. There we go. We'll get it right.
See Linda Norton.
I can't say too much because Dave Nichols on Channel 5 blew a Gaylord Opryland thing this morning, so, and they're a big sponsor. But anyway, Linda Norton State Farm, Merry Christmas.
That should be followed by Sundrop Bowling Company, but we've got a little time here in between, and I want to extend a thanks to my partners in crime, Ross Jaynes and Quan and Hannah, for setting up early and getting here on about 2 or 3 hours earlier than we did to make sure everything was set up and ready to go.
I was kind of here too.
Well,
you showed up late.
I did. But I was still on time. But I do appreciate them getting here and getting it set up, and everything's great. We're ready to roll.
Do a fantastic job. We've got great equipment. Can't ask for better lighting than we've got. We haven't looked better in years on camera.
And I have to say congratulations to Quan on the birth of their baby son,
who's now crying all the
Christmas
time.
present. Yep. Keep him up during the holiday season and many months to come.
Big float. Big Santa Claus popping out of the top of a chimney.
Take a guess.
Well, I would say that would probably be the Sundrop Bottling Company.
I think you're right. Sundrop Bottling Company out of Pulaski, Tennessee. And, of course, Sundrop has really expanded. Used to, they were only in several states, and now you can about get them anywhere in the South. So Sundrop has grown, and I know it's a popular drink here. But actually, that's not Sundrop.
Okay.
That's Earl Beadle and Son Construction. And they are wishing everyone a Merry Christmas in full spirit.
Okay,
then we are shout out that I've seen of the night.
Then we're just a little bit out of sequence here, and so we're going to have to kind of guess our way through the lineup.
I think our lineup a little bit different at this point than it's coming through. So
Service Master by Stetchen and Son.
840
0065.
65.
840-0065. Read them all the time. Yeah, I remember how it was when I heard my first beer, too.
Merry Christmas. Let's see. Stick Man, Michael King, and his wife, Jennifer King, who works for Service Master.
Yep. Service Master does a great job. They took over when Custom Care decided to close down, and Service Master came in and doing a fantastic job. We appreciate everything that they do in Murray and surrounding counties. There's the Sears Hometown Store.
Selling their Craftsman tools.
And the C football players from the Murray County Youth Football League, Manuel Young and his group of fine folks. Thanks to John Pointer and the Sears Hometown Store. Matter of fact, I worked there on Black Friday.
Did you really?
Yes, I did. Helped out a little bit. There's Sundrop. Some states get it, others don't.
I like that.
Thank you.
Very good.
I think I saw that on a big billboard out there on at the corner of 31 and State Route 7. I think I saw that.
I see the Columbia Dance Academy approaching. Maybe Ross will get an interview here before long this week. He's gotten quiet on us. Ross, what's the parade route look like out there? With everybody looks excited. What do you think?
Everybody is very excited. I hear the band coming, a band coming. So stand by for another band.
Awesome.
And this should be the Columbia Dance Academy coming into coming into sight as they dance their way down the parade route on this cool and crisp December 2nd, 2013, with Santas everywhere. In the Dance Academy, adorned in their Santa hats.
There are Santas everywhere, but I will say there are more Santa hats in this parade than I've ever seen. Would you not agree?
I agree. And this group of Santas right here, a bunch of gorgeous Santas too.
Still wish we could get Ross Jaynes to dance with them, but
come on, Ross, get out there. Come on, get out there with them.
If you do want to learn to dance, make sure you call 490-0575.
There you go.
And they will take care of you. I see next is Kim Willis for County Mayor. She is riding her
horse. Yep.
And behind that, of course, you can hear the Columbia Central High School Marching Band, but should have Atmos Energy Corporation and the Muletown baseball team.
Well, as a matter of fact, we see them. It is the Columbia Central High School Marching Band under the direction of Kelly and Edward Medford. And we'll pick up some music here shortly from the Columbia Central High School Band.
Of course, you spent many years in the band.
Yep, I spent eight years with the band as a pit dad. Anybody who knows what a pit dad is knows it's a lot of strenuous hard work on football nights and contest nights. I also spent quite a few years on the board of directors for the Columbia Band Boosters, and great job. Now spending my time with the Columbia Gridiron Association for football, and love my school, man. Love my school. Love those kids. We had a very, very good program this year. Ross was a part of the drum line for a couple of years. Matter of fact, he was a part of the drum line when they won the Grand Championship in 2001. Contest Championship. And our daughter was also out there as a band manager, so I had two kids on the field the night they won the 2001 Grand Championship at Contest of Champions, Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Quan McFall was also a band member.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Ross, do you have a sighting of Santa yet? Do you see him in the distance?
We shall see. The parade is not over yet. There's still a few floats come on, so we'll see.
Well, I'll give you a hint. He is riding the Aaron's Fox because I saw him earlier tonight at Columbia Fire Station number 1 as he left in the Aaron's Fox. So he is in town. Here's Atmos Energy.
Atmos Energy always has a grand float for every parade they're in, whether they're in the Mule Day Parade or whether they're pulling something in the Christmas Parade like they are tonight.
Famous for the Atmos train, and they're your natural gas company.
Natural gas.
At atmosenergy.com.
And I must admit, I'm an Atmos Energy user, and you can't get any warmer than gas heat. It's fantastic.
Next is the Muletown Baseball League.
Okay.
Under Chris Pointer. These young kids play baseball over at Fairview Park. Great league with a lot of young athletic kids that have a lot of potential. And we appreciate what the Boys and Girls Club and Chris Pointer and their leadership do for our youth here in Columbia. And I think I know these next guys, Dan.
Who would that be?
That is the Columbia Fire Department. under the direction of Chief Lee Bergeron with his assistant Donna Ramsey. They spent a lot of time on this float the past few days, and you can see it's decked out in a Columbia Fire Department Santa sleigh. And, of course, the importance of making sure your smoke detectors work so you can get out and stay out. Make sure you use candles with care. Make sure your smoke detector is working. There goes Chief Bergeron walking beside his turnout gear.
Yeah.
Handing out coloring books. Of course, this is a good time to mention the smoke detector program that the Columbia Fire Department puts on. And if you need your smoke detector checked or would like a smoke detector installed here in the city limits, call 560-1700 or 560-1701.
A couple of Clydesdales coming up. They call them the Cashdales. From checking to cash, the Cashdales. Beautiful, beautiful animals. I'd like to thank you, Ty Cobb, for co-hosting our event tonight. We seem to enjoy this every year.
We did. We've had a challenge with the lineup tonight. I want to apologize for that, but we've worked through it, and I've had a good time. I think this is our 4th year together, and I hope that we'll get to do it again next year. But a lot of hard work goes into putting this thing together, from Columbia Main Street and Christy Martin to Ross Jaynes and the Murray County Now staff, along with Columbia Power and Water Systems Channel 13. And then yourself. I've always enjoyed hosting it with you, and I hope we can do it again in the future.
Hope we can, too.
Check for
we
cash.
We shall see.
Maybe that's check into cash. I'm sorry. That's the Clydesdales trailer. I'm sorry. You can catch them out at cashdales.com.
Now, I'm going to tell you, those Clydesdales have good digs right there. There are not a lot of people who have something that they can ride around in like that.
I see Santa Claus, and this officially means Christmas is here.
This is the student council from Columbia Central High School. Matter of fact, today when I was out there working on some wiring, I was watching them put this together and done a really, really nice job. Well,
Santa loves riding the fox. Every year
it's now official.
It's his thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, Santa Claus has come to town.
Merry Christmas, Santa. Riding in style on the Aaron's Fox.
Yep, he and Mrs. Claus, and there they go.
Rare antique piece of equipment. And that is the 2013 Columbia Main Street Christmas Parade here on CPWS PowerNet 13. I'm Ty Cobb.
I'm Dan Jaynes.
And we have enjoyed it, and we'll hope you'll check out Murray County Now, that also airs on CPWS 13. We wish you and your family a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Bye-bye.